Hello everybody, Loacher for Life here, bringing guys a brand new video, and yes, I know I am late on this. I have been very busy, and then I had a massive migraine all day today, so, But anyways, finally getting around to recording this on my day off, but oh well. So, the Numeron monsters are finally revealed, and they have gotten a lot of hype. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have seen everything that people are talking about these, and this is looking to be a borderline game-breaking engine that we are looking at with this. I know CapG has done quite a few videos talking about it and just how absurd this is. The biggest thing is that, I mean, if you just look at the Numerons themselves without like any other context, this is an instant S0 with 3 materials, and I've been saying it for a long while, but S0 needs to be banned. That card, as long as it's around, we can't have, thank you HP for interrupting me, we can't have particularly good numbers that are, you know, like relevant in the game or easy to, or that are easy to special summon, because he's just way too easy of a card to summon. And also, honestly, S0 got a rank up magic banned for no reason because, well, he's easy to summon off of that card. And I think this is finally going to get him banned, which is good. Now, the Numeron cards will still probably be relevant even after that because these cards are pretty darn good. But anyway, enough pretense, let's get to talking about it. So first and foremost, we got a level 1 Numeron Wall. He's a level 1 Dark Fiend effect monster, 0 attack, 0 defense. You can only use his first effect once per turn. If you control no cards, or every card you control is named Numeron Wall, you can, as a quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or your side of the field to the graveyard, take a Numeron network from your hand or deck, and activate it. When you take battle damage, you can spell summon this card from your hand, and if you do, end the battle phase at the end of that damage step. This is a pretty good effect. Overall, he gets you to your field spell right away, and you can also summon him from your hand pretty easily. It's not a once per turn effect on his secondary effect, so if you have all 3 in your hand, and like your opponent like attacks you or something, you can plop them all on the board. And because they don't care if you control Numeron Wall, you can use their effects right then and there. Now, of course, you only really want one on the field because you want to be able to get it off your field and in a graveyard, so you can use Numeron Networks effect, which we will cover here in a minute. Now, next up, we got the Numerons themselves. With the Numerons finally releasing, to my knowledge, we have every single number officially released in the game. All 100. The only ones we're missing now are, I believe, some Chaos numbers and number C1000 and CI1000. Will we get the creation numbers? I don't think so. I mean, I would love to see 1000 and I1000 come out. It's a possibility, but I don't know. Anyways, let's look at the first card here. This is Chaos number 1, Gate of Chaos, Numeron Chaos Gate Sunya. I love the artworks on all of these cards. They're absolutely fantastic looking. And this is the only unique one amongst the numbers, the Numerons, because every single Numerons 1 through 4 have the exact same summoning conditions, effects, attacks, defense, and stat line. They're all copy-paste cards. I really wish they had some other stuff, but oh well. So number C1, Numeron Chaos Gate Sunya. He's a rank 2 Dark Machine effect monster. 2000 attack, 1000 defense. Needs 4 level 2s to go into. You're never going to use that, but You can also see summon this card by using number 1 Numeron Gate Ecom you control as material. Transfer its materials to this card. If this card is Exceed Summon, banish all monsters on the field. Once per turn during your next standby phase after this card is banished, you can spell summon this card, this banished card. Then, if you control Numeron Network, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the total attack of all banished XYZ monsters. This is really good overall. He does a lot of burn damage, or at least can potentially do a lot of burn damage. And ideally, what you're going to do is you're going to cheese out the 4 Numerons with Numeron Calling, which we'll get to here in a minute. Make Numeron Numeron Chaos 1, and then use his effect and just proceed from there. But, however, let's be honest, that's not going to happen most of the time because more than likely you're going to be making S0 and laugh at your opponent as they can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! For 3 turns. So that is something to consider. Next up, we got number 1, Numeron Gate Ecom, number 2, Numeron Gate Div, number 3, Numeron Gate Trini, and number 4, Numeron Gate Katfari. As I mentioned, they all have the exact same everything. They are all copy-paste cards with the exact same stats, level, summoning material, attack, defense, and, of course, effects. This effects that they have is that, first and foremost, they need, so they all have 1,000 attack, 100 defense. They're all rank 1 light machine effect monsters. And they all need 3 level 1 monsters to go into. They all cannot be destroyed by battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can detach 1 Exceeds material from this card, double the attack of all Numeron monsters you control for the rest of this turn. Every single one of them has this. So ideally how it works is that you're going to cheese them out. You're going to get to have Numeron Network on the field. You're going to ram every single one of them into your opponent's monsters. And you're going to keep doubling everybody's attacks. And if that doesn't kill your opponent, you're going to make number C1 during the main phase 2. Banish everybody. Swings to your turn next. Summon C1 and hopefully burn your opponent for game. That's kind of the point of this. But, I mean, again, it's made all irrelevant because of the oh-so-wonderful S0 TopExec Soul. Who, I'm just going to go and pull up this so I can show you guys if you don't know who he is. Now then, for Numeron Network, this card is what makes this all work together. By the way, beautiful artwork. It's a freaking flower of like neurons everywhere. I love it. But anyways, it's a field spell. You only use this card's first effect once per turn. During your main phase, you can send 1 Numeron normal spell that meets its activation conditions from your deck to the graveyard. This effect becomes that spell card's effects when that card is activated. And then for the second effect, effects of Numeron Exceeds monsters you control that activate by detaching Exceeds materials can also be activated without detaching material. That's literally how you cheese them out and how you get to use their effects still. And then there's Numeron Calling, which is so far the only Numeron normal spell we know of. Normal spell, if Numeron Network is in your field zone and you control no monsters, spell summon up to 4 Numeron Gate Exceeds monsters with different names from your extract, but banish them during the end phase. Also, for the rest of this turn, you can only normal or special summon once. Ideally, again, like, you're supposed to make C1 after you use the effect of Calling or Numeron Network to be able to, go for some big damage. But, however, that is made irrelevant thanks to TopExec Soul. Come on. TopExec Soul. Let's take a look at him. Utopic. If it'd help if I could spell. I'm sure most everybody knows what this thing does, but might as well discuss it. Number S0 TopExec Soul. It's a technically speaking rank 1 rank 1 Xyz monster, question mark attack, question mark defense, needs 3 number monsters with the same rank to go into. This card's original rank is always treated as 1. Technically speaking, I believe it doesn't have a rank printed on the card in real life. I don't know, it's been a while since I've looked at it. You can also exceed some of this card by discarding a rank up magic spell, then using a Utopia monster you control as Exceed material, transfer its materials onto it. This card's Exceed summon cannot be negated. When Exceed summoned, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated. Gains 1,000 attack and defense for each material attached to it. Once per opponent's turn, you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card. Your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated this turn. This card effectively makes it to where your opponent cannot play Yu-Gi-Oh! For a whole turn, possibly even 3. I mean, whenever your opponent cannot respond to this thing's summon. It cannot be negated. Whenever it hits the board, this thing is hitting the board no matter what. Then whenever it swings over to your opponent's turn, they can't do anything about it because you're just going to detach the instant it goes into standby phase and then make it to where they can't activate cards or effects. Now, there are a few ways to kind of out this. If you're playing Pankratops doesn't activate to special summon itself. Same thing with the Cyber Dragons. You know, just good old Cyber Dragon. You can just special summon it, attack over it, call it a day. However, you still can't activate anything for the turn, so you are left having to rely hopefully on traps or hand traps whenever it swings back to your opponent's turn, and hopefully not get killed. It's because of this and how easy this engine is able to be integrated into other archetypes that this deck is being very concerned. There's a lot of concern, and with the things I have seen of this, there's a lot of good reasons why. So there are some other cards you can play too. I believe Numeron Dragon, 2 number with the same name and Oh, they have to have the same name and rank. Okay, so I thought you could use Numeron Dragon, but apparently you can't because it needs the same name. That is kind of stupid. It'd be really cool to summon number 100 with the number ones. But yeah, for other Numeron cards, there's Numeron Fall and Numeron Force. Numeron Force is a rank up. Numeron Fall is a rank down that specifically works with Utopias. So really, you're only going to be focusing on good old Numeron Call. Let's go ahead and pull up the anime stuff. This should be fun. Just to kind of look at what we're missing. So first and foremost, obviously, C1000 Numeronius and IC1000 Numeronius Numeronia. These are the two remaining Xyz monsters from the anime that we do not have yet for the Numerons. Who knows if we're actually going to get them or not. I hope we do. It'd be really cool, but they're very intriguing. It also combos with the fact that we are still also missing a few other Numeron spells. For instance, Numeron Storm. If you control a Numeronius monster, which you'd only get if we'd only get this if we had the Numeronius big guys. You get to destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Then there's Numeron Chaos Ritual, which is how you summon the Numeronius monster, which it's a normal spell. If a number C1 Numeron Chaos Gate Shunya under your control is destroyed this turn, treat one Numeron Network and 4 number monsters in your graveyard as level 12 monsters, and Xyz summon one Xyz monster using those 5 monsters only. Basically, what this does is you gotta ram your Shunya into your opponent's monster, main phase 2, activate this, bring back your 4 dudes, and your field spell, go instantly into the big boss. And of course, also you can, because the field spell lets you activate this from the deck, you can do that from your, just straight from the deck. I don't know if we will get the other Numeron cards. I hope we do, because it'd be really cool. The field spell in the anime was actually really broken, because you could activate it during your opponent's draw phase on their field. There's also a couple counter traps that are basically just negates for spells and for monster effects and all that fun stuff. The Numeronius monsters people are really hoping we get, and then we would have every number for sure. Numeronius, he's number C1000 Numeronius, 10,000 attack, 1,000 defense. 5 level 12 monsters cannot be destroyed by battle except of a number. That's on all the numbers. Negates the effect of all chaos monsters your opponent controls. Also, they cannot attack. At the end of the battle phase, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Then special summon from either graveyard as many monsters as possible that were sent to the field from the field to the graveyard this turn. If this card would be destroyed, you can destroy one other monster you control instead. Once per turn, as a quick effect, you can detach an Xyz material from this card, then target a monster in the field. Destroy that target, then choose one C monster in the extract of the destroyed monster's controller, and special summon it to your side of the field, including ignoring its summoning conditions. This card is never treated as a Numeron card. Okay. It's so stupid. And then there's Numeronius Numeronia, who you special summon over Numeronius is finally killed. And you can Xyz summon this card from your extract by using it as the Xyz material. Cannot be destroyed by card effects or declare an attack. Your opponent must attack this target for attacks, and if they do not during the end phase of the turn, they lose the duel. You can detach one material from this card, negate the attack of one opponent's monster, and if you do, gain life points equal to that monster's attack. By the way, this thing has 100,000 attack power. No matter what your opponent attacks with, it's going to auto-lose. You're going to lose automatically. So people want to see these printed. With how the Numeron cards have been printed so far, if they were to be printed even with dumbed down, unless they were especially dumbed down, these cards would be very OP, very, very, very scary. I am concerned. I am happy that we finally have all the numbers, but at the same time, I'm concerned. I really am. This is potential for some of the most annoying, overpowered control decks out there. because again, it's so consistent. You can just get to the field spell. You play 3 Numeron Wall, 1/1 for 1, terraforming, 3 to field spell, and you are set. Okay, that's all you need for the extract. Along with, for the main deck, along with of course, your 1 Numeron calling to be able to just cheese them all out and automatically have them out. Then you can try and either, if you're going second, you can just keep running them into stuff to make them super, super powerful. I mean, heck, I believe their attack can get to like 16,000 or something, because they all have the same effect. So attack once, double everybody to 2,000. Attack a second time, double everybody to 4,000. Attack a third time, double everybody to 8,000. And then attack the final time, double everybody to 16,000. Now, of course, by the time they hit 16,000, you're not going to be able to attack because everybody will be at 8,000. But, however, if you have a way to like make them to be able to double attack or something, it can get pretty busted. And that is concerning. Oh, boy. You know what's funny is if these cards came out like a year ago, they'd be unplayable because of Master Roll 4. Oh, you want to be able to just cheese them all out with Numeron calling, but you can't have any monsters on the field, but you can't cheese them all out unless you have 4 link pointers. Oh god, that'd be so stupid. They'd have to like really rework these cards. So it's good to see them finally printed, but I'm concerned about what this is gonna do unless they ban S0, which they really need to do. So get on that, Konami. Then while you're at it, bring back Argent Chaos Force. That card should not be banned. Just ban S0 and we will all be happy. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think about the Numeron cards? Do you hope we get C1000 and CI1000? I hope we do. It'd be really cool, along with the other Numeron cards and stuff, obviously. But who knows? So, anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about these cards. See y'all later. Peace out. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Consider being a channel member. It's only $1, and every little bit supports me a long way. See y'all later. Peace out, and goodbye. Thank you all for watching the video. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And see y'all later.